Hello to no one in... Oh my gosh, Violet just showed up. Well then, not hello to no one, hello to Violet. Hello, Violet. Hi. I was gonna start into my spiel, my thing. It's good to see you. Let me just jump into the spiel. Hello, thank you for coming by. I'm gonna do a quick audio, make sure everything sounds okay. Everything sounds okay, cool. All right, yeah, today is gonna be, because that's the point of the channel, it's gonna be flow state stuff, but we're also gonna be talking about headaches and pain and how flow states help with that. And I got science for it too. So it's gonna be fun. How are you doing today, Violet? It's nice to see you. Feel free to tell me that in chat, and then I will continue on with this stuff, and then we'll just move on, hang out and play for a little bit more. Okay, so we talk about flow state, as you remember. Thing behind me, make sure that your challenges meet out to your skills, which is the thing down here. My chair is in the way. There it is, skills. And the idea is that you want to make sure that your challenge meets your skill level. That way you enter this flow state, which is a state of focus that allows you to work at a higher capacity, as well as just enjoy things better, as we can see in flow design for video games. That's why we play video games, to get flow states, because they feel really good. Here's a couple names here that I've been researching people from. I still can't say Chisavetskamila. I'm struggling with his name, but he's been one of the kind of the leading researchers that I've been learning about for flow state and the like. But this also aligns with tension in stories, which is pretty interesting. But I wanted to actually jump into these notes. Well, my hands got cut off. These notes here because of the flow state discussion in pain and pain relief. I have a headache today. I've struggled to sleep for the last 2 days for some reason. I don't know why, but it's given me a bit of a headache today, which has been good for training in regards to le flow state and pain relief. First, I'm going to read Violet's question, or hello. Hey, thanks. Hope you're good. I'm doing all right. So are you. I downloaded, played some Warzone. It's actually kind of fun, isn't it? It's fantastic for practicing flow state development stuff too, because I love the RPG element. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But it's funny. I'm like, I have a headache, but I'm all right, which is actually about right. And in this case, we have a thing here just above my head, flow states and the like, that it's like, hey, I've got a headache, but they make me happy. And guess what? They also take away attention from pain. We talked about this a bit yesterday, that the brain takes about 110 bits of information. I got this actually from a TED Talk from that Russian name that I could not pronounce. And they talked about how you actually kind of run out of space when you're doing flow states. Basically, if you can imagine a cup, a delicious cup of emptiness, and you put inside of it pain, and a little bit more of it is how you're feeling today, and a little bit more of it is what things you got to do today. Eventually that cup fills up and it starts spilling out. You don't have enough space for the cup. It's just too full. Well, that's known as cognitive load. And the idea is that a flow state fills that cup all the way up, and so there isn't room for pain or other things, or even like knowledge of time passing. Which is one of the reasons why you notice how time seems to go really fast when you're having fun. Flow state. Now, on this subject, it's not so much a pain relief as it is a pain distraction, which has been really interesting, because there is some research about like pain from the perspective of if you have a headache in regards to watching TV, or if you have a headache while you're playing a video game. And I love this experiment because this is how they did. They basically had a bunch of people put their hands in water, okay? Cold water that was 2 degrees Celsius, and they're like, stick your hand in there. All right, just hang out. How long does it take for you before you have to take your hand out? 37 to 53 seconds, no support. Watching TV, 39 to 65 seconds. Playing a video game, 40 to 72. People had a much longer period of time, up to 72 seconds, which was, oh good, what is that? About almost 19 seconds max top of pain that they're able to deal with. And I've seen this used in people who are doing virtual reality with physical therapy. Very cool stuff in that regard, but I don't know as much about that personally. I don't want to say I have the doctoring abilities to be able to be smart enough to handle those kind of things. But I do want to share the concepts because I've got a headache and I feel better when I talk to you and play games. And actually now I feel I have a lot less of a headache because I've been talking to you and playing games. So that's been pretty cool. We're going to name this real quick. I'm going to name it after you, chat. Actually, we'll name it after Violet because Violet's in chat. Violet, you get to have the name of this particular gun combo. Thank you for giving it a very cool name, by the way. But the reason I want to save this is because I want to switch out the gun for something a little bit burst. I think we had the option to make a burst pistol at some point. Burst fire. We don't have that one yet. Violet. Ooh, look at that. Handgun Violet. Renetti semi-auto. I believe one of these times it'll actually give us the ability to make it firing multi. But as of now, we don't have that, so we're going to do something silly. Magnum. Oh, that's a Black Ops Magnum. You know, real fast, let me get rid of this. Boom. There we go. Perfectly set up. And let's just jump in and see how we can do that brain stuff. Now, I think it was Will yesterday who provided the discussion on I should use a different ability that allows me to hit a crossbow and something else. And I was thinking about doing that with a shield and throwing knives because it just sounded hilarious. But I don't know. We're going to see how we feel because it's all about flow state stuff today. Of course, games help with pain. That's why I game more when I'm depressed. I mean, I do. I agree with that. Mostly kidding, but it makes sense how it distracts people. Totally. Dark Souls is one of the top games that I'll use to kind of get me in a zone, right? I'd like to thank my family for supporting me. I have a gun named after me? I guess a gun blueprint. Yeah, I mean, you're in the chat. You're helping me practice my streaming experience. So, you absolutely get to have something named after you. I'm glad that you're doing all right. But let's pop over while we're loading in the next thing. So we're still going to use the crossbow stuff because it was really fun. But we have a new mechanic to test by, which is how much does this thing throb? Will it hurt? Because my head is hurting. So how can I take what I've got with this crossbow goof-offness that we were playing with yesterday? Will I be able to move myself up to that higher level of enjoyment? Same kind of pieces. We're just going to... Taking shots isn't quite as good here, but I do think it still matters. And we had to be pretty close in position-wise to be able to get those really funny shots into a target. Still collecting money. Was it fun? Yeah, it was. I do want to try it again. That's what we're doing. I mean, that's the love it more question. Because we would throw knives, which just sounds really funny. Anyway, we'll start with this, see how it feels, because honestly, I was just so surprised how much fun the explosive crossbow was. Also, related to it, we have, since it explodes, we have a thing that makes it so people don't recover their HP back when they get hit by the explosion. So it's arguably a really good combo with some fast-firing pistol or something like that. Wow, still learning. Welcome back. All right, I can already feel the pressure building in the brain. That's fine. Relief. Relief. Violet, thank you for saying you're glad to help. All right. I'm hearing someone to my left. Relief. Cool. One thing I'm noticing is if the person has two, count them, 2 plates, not 3, then we're able to take out people in like single shots. See? Single shots. This crossbow action has been very fun. Oh, I missed that one. You notice that we seem to reload this very fast when we're like not being shot at? One of those experiences where it feels faster when you don't have to reload as quick as possible. Oh, that was a good hit. See the explosion? The 2 primaries perk earlier with an SMG shotgun. Fun times. Evil laugh. It is an awesome one. Oh my gosh, of course I did this. I didn't switch it back to the actual gameplay. I killed 4 people. This is why we're here. This is why you're here, Violet. So I can... Yeah, exactly. Game's not on screen. This is why you're here. Is to help me realize my mistakes. This is good. This is what we work through. These practices are important for this reason. I got 3 people. All right, we're jumping down. I guess I'm chasing this individual. So laughing does cause a little bit of a pain. It's okay though. Alright, I lost sight of our friend. Hearing gunshots and explosions over that way, though, and not seeing a lot of people. Well, we will continue. Alright. Oh, there's a person in there, in that building at the moment. Let's have fun finding our friend. Right, should be just in front of us. I see them over there. Got him. So it seems like, yeah, we've consistently been able to take people out in single shots without needing that explosion. Though the explosion is a lot of fun. I'm gonna switch you with Soul Eater because its name is Soul Eater. That's just fun. Picking up some more cache ruins. We're gonna go for this thing right here.
Does anyone need this?
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Enemy dropping in. Cool. Alright, so getting good cache. We're in 8th place right now, which is lots of fun. Being quiet.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch.
Nope, don't throw that out now. Oh my gosh. Ow. So my character is just throwing a balloon out in front of a person who's crouched, and I was just focusing on that object. Burn. Pain and burn. But that's okay. Alright, we're not top 10 any longer. That's alright. We'll get there.
Extraction is standing
Just
by.
below,
Sales
we
in
have
to
some
pick up.
peoples. One of the things that I think about in the case of, especially this pain feeling kind of thing, is when we discuss stuff like 80% rule, so the idea that you don't necessarily need to have something be perfect to solve whatever it is that you're trying to do. In this case, if this mode is just making me laugh and that hurts, I don't need to keep playing this. I can switch it up. And that's something that I'm going to keep in mind because that was funny and frustrating. It was like, that's not how I normally feel like I play. I feel like I'm normally better. Alright, grab this.
Bounty target is up. Let's get it done.
Grab our fine toy. We're back in top 10, though. That's pretty nice. Oh, the fact that I don't put this game on screen was unfortunate, but also very funny. We just run past the person. That's fine. We had the drop on them. We had, it's amazing. Okay, this is another fascinating experience of this. So we were talking about cognitive load a second ago with talking about the cup and filling it. My cognitive load right now, yesterday, this experience was significantly easier to handle. But now the amount of, like, the frustration, I was like, oof, it just hurts and makes me frustrated that that happened. That's okay. Like, that's an experience that I think is fine to have. I'm entering a zombie event? Huh. I missed my arrow, but that's fine. I still hit the person, though. Can I shoot through here? Yeah, we can. So there are zombies here, apparently. Never done that before. Played Plunder, but squads don't feel being a 3v1 was annoying, so I forced myself to be stealthy and it was pretty fun. Stealth flow state incoming one of these days? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, remember the flow state, I mean, it could be knitting, right? It could be anything that gives you the experience.
Hostile dropping into the area.
Hello.
Watch the skies.
It can be anything that gives you an experience that makes you feel like you are perfectly in sync with your thoughts and your actions physically. That is the flow state. All right, so there's someone down here. We've got a lot of people over there.
Enemy dropping
Oh,
into the
look at that. We got a person just hanging out. Boop. Any more in there? Oh, there's a helicopter crashing. Oh no!
Soldier incoming.
Oof. Oof. But that was actually a perfect example of when I think we can do something very silly with this. Go to this gun. Go to gunsmith. Akimbo. I would like to see Akimbo with this. What are we doing? 76K? We're doing all right money-wise. So I like the 3v1 stuff because it's just fun to me. All right, that's coming down right there. So we'll be hanging out in this area. Oh. Don't notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me. Up. Shoot. Well, I'm in a bad position for this, but that's okay. That slide, though. It was pretty professional, wasn't it? All right, but I'm trying to use these dual pistols so that we can just fire wildly into our opponents. But I should probably try snake shot so I don't have to worry too much about aiming at all. Because I'm noticing that in close range combat, if I can get this shot off, it's perfect. But if I can't, we're in a little bit of danger. I'll take that balloon. Yeah, let's actually score some money real quick. There we go. Help us get in the front. All right, so it's on the roof, which we have a ladder right around here. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I'm spotted. Oh! What a shot! What a shot! What? Wow! I'm very proud of that one. Holy crap! Oh no. Oh no, we'll just have to do this.
What's next?
Okay. Alright. I have forgotten about my headache. It is gone. Yeah, I am. Wow. Jeez. Okay, and pretty on board with the two pistols right now as well. Wow. Okay. Wow. Cool. Feeling fine. Feeling pretty fine with that. That was ridiculous. Uh-oh, people to our left and behind. I don't see where, but it's popping up on the thing. To my right now. Getting low. I think I'm just gonna back off. Get a slightly different position. I don't have a lot of money on me, so it's not a big deal to lose. But it's also a big deal to lose. Munitions box. I just don't see them. Man, I really look forward to this experience when my brain isn't feeling... Oh, I thought that was a thing. A person. When my brain isn't feeling as weighed down. Alright, do we have... Hi, I'm new, Damien Lugo. Hello, new. I guess, what name do I want to go with? Right now I'm going Game Feel, but I've also, professionally, people know my name too. Because I've seen my work before. Hey, Damien. So what we do here is that we talk about flow states. And right now, I'm practicing streaming and getting better at that process. But we talk about flow states because video games put you into flow states. Right now, I have a headache, so it's a perfect day to talk about how flow states and pain are connected. Which is that if you get yourself in a nice flow state, you actually can minimize a lot of the pain experience that you have, which we've seen in lots of studies involving children in hospitals, involving healthy individuals sticking their hand in cold water and lasting longer if they have a game to play, which is honestly pretty fascinating because that's not even a flow state. That's just distraction from pain. So it's pretty fun. But generally, the concept here is that we're trying to just get ourselves to get into that flowing moment, that feeling where everything just kind of aligns, right? And we're doing that through the lovely experience of Call of Duty Plunder, because Plunder gives you good feedback, which is important to flow. Wow, says Damien. Yeah, that's a lot, isn't it? To just sort of drop in on you as you just arrived. But it's very, very cool, and I'm a big fan of it. And, oh, look, another balloon. And so we're going to just keep talking about it today. Oh, I'm glad you like the positive vibes. That's definitely a big part of this. I'm hoping also that as you learn about flow state, you start figuring out what ones work for you. Because one of the things in the research that got me interested is the fact that people discover flow states become, it's like discovering your passion for in life.
Does anyone cancel my?
That's cool. That's really cool. So, I'm glad you liked the sub. Thank you. Very appreciated. We're going to see if we can catch this in the next couple moments. 90 feet away. 10 seconds. I don't think we're going to get it. Someone else got it, so we'll shoot a person instead. There they are.
Enemy
Oh,
dropping
missed.
into the AR.
Fire again. Ah, bummer. Isaac Clark. Hello, Isaac. Isaac knows my name. Jared. Nice to see you, Isaac. Isaac, how much of that did you catch about the flow state stuff? Which, actually, I guess now, since we just finished a round, we can take a moment to kind of think about again. 7 kills with a crossbow, dual revolver. Man, that made me feel cool. Do you have a Twitch so I can sub? Oh, that's very kind of you. No. I'm not starting out exactly. I've been streaming for years professionally, but I'm trying out YouTube. So if it lets me have subs here, that would be different. But that warms my heart, Damien, that you're interested in subbing. Thank you. I'll make sure that there's a place for people to do that. So if they have the goal to do so, because that would be cool. All right. But before we jump on that, let's talk about the flow state stuff again. So real quick, for Damien, as well as Isaac, Violet, you already know, you've seen a lot of this, but I want to make sure that they have an understanding of where we're coming from when we talk about flow state. Here's the flow state chart behind me. Got here, whatever your challenge is. It says challenges. Down here, which I now know I can lean out of the way. Skills! There we go, right here, skills. So the idea is that whatever your challenge is and your skill is that you have, you want to make sure that they align along this curve right here to go into what is known as the flow state, right? Now you can see they have arousal, ooh, not sexy arousal, but this is the idea of like the challenge is more than your skill. This is where learning happens. Control, this is where you're pretty good at what you've been doing, and so you have the skill for that challenge. Then you have relaxation, boredom, apathy, worry, those kind of ideas. We're shooting for this spot here, because when you're in that area, that's where stuff like pain relief happens, which is really cool. Isaac Clark's been with me since Shadow of War. I worked with Monolith Productions as the community manager of live streaming, so I've had a lot of fun with Isaac, as well as will.i.am, who was hanging out here before too, which is very cool. Anyway, so that's flow state stuff. That's the basics. You can see here, video games are designed, this is from GDC, Game Developer Conference, video games are designed to get you into the flow channel, which is that thing here. So you have a certain player skill, you have a certain challenge, perfect. We set it up to make that work. Stories do that too, but that's later. We'll talk about that. I have some pain today because I have a headache. Let's see. Boop. Right in front of my eyeballs, right here. Headache. So I'm trying to get through that, and I'm using flow state to help me do that with pain relief because there was some really interesting research related to how when you're in a flow state, your brain cup, which is what we've been calling it, which is basically if you imagine how much you can imagine, literally imagine your total amount of information you can fit. It's like a cup. When you hit a flow state, it's like filling that cup up so much that things like pain and even time fall out of it. There's not enough room. It's because we only can hold about 110 bits of information in our head. So it's a pain distraction, as it says right there. And there's a bunch of research that I grabbed that was talking about it, which was cool, and that's why we're doing this now. But there's an important part here. Right, there you go. Actually, that's basically the quick catch-up. But the important part that I'm really, thinking that's what this stream is really good for doing is helping in sort of demonstrating how to maintain flow states and get into them. So my flow strategy that I like to use is play a game, but I also like to think about what's making me feel happy. So being a better sniper right now as a crossbow user, just because it's fun. It's not the best weapon, it's just fun. Taking shots is our goal. Basically, just take a shot. Doesn't matter if you hit or not, just take the shot. Because you can't actually learn without taking those shots. We talked about this as what we call the 80% rule, which is you miss every shot you don't take, right? Which is a very silly sounding thing, but it works pretty well in this kind of idea. You won't get any feedback if you don't take that shot. So we want to take the shot. Goal is to hit the opponent. Stretch goal is to down the opponent. Stretchiest goal is to take out the opponent. We've actually been doing that fine. Kicking ass with it. So we're starting to focus a lot on positioning because I'm learning about where it's easier to shoot someone and when the timing is good. Side things, collecting money if you can, get kills if you can, because really it's just about shooting and stuff. But important thought here, was that fun? That was so fun in Plunder. Holy crap. I had so much fun. Do I want to try again? Yeah, I do. That was awesome. I mean, this experience with the dual, like, we had dual pistols going on when we were using the crossbow. And I would just grab them because I was like, we'll just do it because it's funny. But the biggest problem with the crossbow is if you miss and you're in medium to close range, you're done. So we just grabbed a random mix of guns. Like, just a random mix of them to make it work, and it's just fun. So we're gonna do that again. Get a little bit. Oh, thank you. Before you do anything, I need to set up a thing. You're actually the first person to be like, oh, this is cool. And I'm like, oh, shoot. In fact, a little secret for everybody still here. I did start streaming this week because I was going for practice. Because as a streamer, it's important to keep your skills up. And I've been doing more stuff related to recording and then editing. But then I was like, let's try streaming again. And y'all are making this practice extremely beneficial because I'm getting literal feedback from y'all. Flow states need feedback? Look at all that feedback on the far left of this screen. Look at it. So many of it. So thank you. Dual pistol action looked fun. I think you surprised the guy on airdropped in. Violet, that was a shot. We managed to get someone who's parachuting down with an arrow. And see, that's the kind of thing that I want to get good at doing, even if it's not the best, because it's just fun. All right, we definitely don't need a sight when we're using dual pistols. I don't know if recoil is important. We definitely don't care about aim down the sight speed. Damage range and bullet velocity? Sure, that'll be good. Snake shot might be nice. Rear grip blocked by a Kimbo. That's just increased hip fire accuracy. There we go. There's our pistol for now. And we've died a little bit. That's fine. This is where we have gotten a lot of good crossbow practice. Matrix music intensifies. Some good sounds. Good sounds. Okay, but if you see this, never take down this. Thank you, Damien. I appreciate that. So, I'm gonna take off the jacket. Free the bird on the chest. I love red and birds. So you can actually see in game flow, right? It's a red and black mix. It's a fun color combo. So, was that fun last time? Clearly, as I talked about, I was absolutely loving it. Now, our goal isn't to win today, right? So I'm watching to see where the most people are jumping, because I just want to go in places where I get the opportunity to engage opponents. That looks like a good amount of people. Let's go. So yeah, just looking to engage, not to really have victory. I do like trying to get in the top 10. That can be an eventual victory. I play an Xbox? I do. Xbox controller. It's really helpful for streaming to use a console. Oh, look at this! Look at us go! Wow. That's kind of shocking. Like, my head was hurting so much. Flow states, right? Hey, Violet, I appreciate y'all for being the wholesome chat, for sure. That's a big important part to me here. I mean, part of it is we're trying to not win, but we're trying to enter states where we feel happy, right? Because that's what a flow state really helps with, is just joy. So let's keep maintaining some joy if we can. All right, missiles, shotgun. Oh, that's a. Whoa! Whoa! Flow! Damn! I do play other games. Right now I'm focusing on doing Call of Duty because of a strategic choice in regards to the fact that it allows me to grow from, like, you focus on a single popular game that a lot of people play and relate to. But I'm a big fan of the RPG element of Call of Duty, which is one of the reasons why I play it, is because the ability to level up. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. The last person I regularly watched stream had very cursed foe toxic banter, so this is a nice change of environment. I'm glad to provide that kind of environment. I also have a hard time when people are like really angry. It's like, I play games to chill out. I mean, I get hyped, clearly, but hype and anger is different. How old am I? Oh, I'm in my 30s, Damien. So, I am an adult. Let's see. I've been in the industry. Actually, Isaac and Will.i.am, who jumped in before, I was in my 20s when I started working with Monolith, and so I've been with the industry for about 4 years now. Though that's just sounds very like, oh, he's in the industry, which I don't mean it quite like that, but it sounds like it when you say it. Ooh, we got what we wanted. Now we can make a little balloon, have a party. But I want to have my balloon party right here. There we go. If I'm 35, I'm the same as your mom. I'm not. I'm a little younger. But what's funny about that is that makes me wonder if your mom and I went to school together or something. Because it's like, oh, hi, Jen. Like that kind of thing. That'd be really fun. Jen, your son is very cool. So I'm assuming son, because Damien. So sorry if I got that wrong. Alright, bounty. Alright, here we go. This feels like a dual pistol kind of environment. Right? Like close range. Top 10 again, look at us! Alright, so we're gonna stick with this for now. Huh! Oh, bummer. I'm listening. Crossfire. Horrible crossfire. Wow, I walked right in front of the person. I feel old for the first time ever, says Violet. That's funny. So, Violet, there's this really interesting experience that happens when, like, so, in my 30s, right? Now, you wouldn't look at me and be like, that guy, he's old, right? You wouldn't necessarily be like that. But you might feel like I'm older than you. And that's totally normal. Oh, I'm being shot in the air. Yay! Picking up some monies, picking up some plates. Oh, there's people behind us. Maybe I can get the cash before anyone shoots us. Yes! Drop! We did not get a lot of cash there. I think I missed a bunch. That's fine. Oh, there's our friend. Oh, face! Wow! What? I hear him. To my left. There they are. Oh no, I should have taken some time to fire that. Okay. Far ahead. There they are, I see their feet. Anyway, I'll get onto that comment in just a second. Alright, let's take a moment to discuss flow state again. I don't have any pain in my head. It is left. I am free. It has... Okay, right when I talked about it again, it came back, which is... I mean, that's how it works, right? That's how flow state distractions work. Like, it was gone. I mean, but it's... Those shots are giving me such positive reinforcement whenever I'm taking a shot that I just feel very cool, right? Alright, bunch of people dropping in. Some plates. What team are you? Team Fishy or Team Banana? I don't know the answer to that. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question. I'm guessing it's a Fortnite question, now that I think about it. then it's honestly, I'd have to think about it because they're both very fun, like, characters you could be. I mean, a fish looks hilarious, and banana looks hilarious. So I mean, you know, porque no los dos, right? Person to my left, just to make sure that I'm not holding people too out with my Spanishing. Oh shoot! Porque no los dos is why not both, basically. Porque, why? No los dos. Why not both? Anyway, but to Violet's question, or answer that I was doing, you end up, like, you wouldn't necessarily look at me and be like, he's old. You might, actually. Maybe I'm extending myself into you. What's the word? Projecting myself. But when I was in my 20s, never looked at someone who was in their 30s and was like, you're old. I always had a different feeling. Now we're gonna just switch to this real quick. Hey. Thanks. There's another plate there that I missed. By the YouTubers Tico and someone else. Don't know who. I think I recognize the name Tico, but I haven't really watched a lot of Fortnite content outside of Laserbeam. Yeah, I know who Laserbeam is. I know Musel. I know the big names, right? Anyway, point being, to the lovely Violet, it's a feeling that you will begin to get used to. Whew! I missed. Ow, my face! It's a feeling you get used to, but suddenly it becomes fun in a way. Hold on, I want to see. Ooh, that arrow looked close. It becomes fun. You become comfortable with it. But for a little while, sometimes you'll feel a little older, but then you end up, all of a sudden everything seems to almost like freeze in time for a little while. All right. Is the money thing there anymore? It is not, but we did have a person who was just hanging out there that I feel like targeting. But let's go over here. This is where we'll be. Another, like, bring back to how my head's feeling. Oh, I missed that one pretty. Wow, they just ran on that. Oh, no. Back to my head discussion. I'm good. That's nice. To bring focus back to also the experience of the state, I'm noticing that I'm not having as much of like a good experience as I continue to make poor decisions. Part of this is because we've been having such successful experiences, like coming into these places and taking shots with a crossbow, that I've been feeling pretty confident in my skill set. Geez, someone just walks by and hands that to you, right? Missed. One more shot. Oh, they got the explosion, though. Sniped. I want to see that snipe. That was really nice. Woo! Yeah, that was good. But that was a situation where we saw, I fired twice. Those shots required me to kind of get so much more of an arc that I really did feel like I was doing good there. Alright, let's land. We got an assist. Nice. Let's see if there's any money in here. There is not. It's fine. Okay. You can see how slowly these arrows move. Oh. Left and right. Shoot. That was a good shot, but I definitely ran into the open for the money rather than thinking about the fact of what was on my left. Which is fine. What do you need money for? So in the game, money is like points. Oh, I missed that shot. Basically, if you have money, you get points. And the more money that you have in the game, the more points that you get by the end. Alright, we're just gonna hope we survive. But F, totally. But we are in overtime, which is, when overtime hits, it means that you get 1.5 into how much money you get. So we actually got more money after that happened, which is pretty cool. And if we do this correctly, we might be able to get that money right there. Whee! And come out with a big cash. Alright. I should have crouched farther. That's okay. Picking up all the monies. Look at us! 400k.
Dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
We're gonna go for a little escape. And we're throwing money out our back. That is fine. I would like to have a little deposit thing if possible. This is a bounty contract though. I like taking these because if you take out your opponent, you get some money. And if someone else takes out your opponent, you still get some money. So it's nice. Isaac, heyo. So how have I been? You know, it is a long story, Isaac. But to make it simplistic, right now, things are very nice. Some good self-discovery and stuff like that. Very interested in this concept of flow and that kind of thing because, for one, it makes me happy. And for two, I want to share that. But then also work stuff has been interesting. I worked with the Xbox ambassadors for a while on Team Xbox. 1 second. 7 seconds to grab that. Nice. Give me a moment. I'm just going to see if I can get us to 500 by something. Nope. That's fine. Bronzo, not bad. See what place we landed. There is fall damage, Damien, but only if you hit the ground really hard. You always have a parachute you can throw out, which is very helpful. Okay, so 7 kills again. That seems to be the number. Did I spell damage right? You did. Good job. Soft G. Like rage, or gender, giraffe, or giant. You know, a lot of soft G's in the world. In fact, I think the word G is spelled G-E-E, right? I've been on the receiving end of bounties. I just camp in a room waiting to throw a stun and shoot. Totally Violet. I think it's fun because it like tells you when someone's coming closer. And it's sometimes I've played where I just go for bounties because it's just fun to chase players. But the big problem that I've had with it is that I get behind players and they just escape me. They run away. Okay. So taking, big discussion about the flow channel and that kind of thing, or flow states, is feedback. And we've talked about feedback from the perspective of, well, not as much in here, but I think this is actually a really good discussion bit of it. If I shoot with the crossbow and I hit someone, that means I feel like my skill's going up higher, right? And the challenge is staying a certain level. Since it's real players, I find that I'm actually like going like this, right? Where if I get myself in a good position, I'm finding that it's easier and I'm scoring hit kills. If I get myself in a bad position, I find that it's harder. So I have to make sure that I'm going to always find that correct position to fire that crossbow. Because in any first-person shooter, right, the distance between you and your opponent is vitally important. One of the things I noted too in this one, I didn't take anybody out with the dual pistols. Versus the last one, I took out multiple players with the dual pistols. So that's a thing. Like, okay. Also, paying attention to like flow state and how it feels with my head. When I was laughing hysterically, it actually hurt a little bit. But when I was like in the zone, like taking shots but not getting like as much pain kind of thing, then it had that feeling of positive, like, okay, the pain's going away. Like right now I can start feeling it come back a little bit again as I'm trying to formulate thoughts, which is taking that cup that we talked about, right? And now as the flow state's coming out of it, we're starting to put a little pain and like thinking back into it. It's allowing me to pay attention to those other things. If I find that state though, when we talked about flow strategy, which I should give a bigger explanation, especially for Damien and Isaac who are here and new. Violet, I had a round where I didn't encounter anyone, somehow didn't die. Yeah, that has happened to me too. The pacifist run. You can get really good scores if you ignore people. Honestly, I think it's one of the poor designs of Plunder, but not in a bad way. Like, I think like it would be better if they had players who were pacifist and ran through getting lots of money versus quietly away from combat getting money. But why I play differently, so I bet a designer could argue very intelligently to the alternative. But I want to talk about this part here. Feedback and flow strategies. So, I know for me that a flow strategy to get me into flow state is to be playing a game that's very simple and very dynamic. or make choices that are very simple and dynamic. This is just for me, though. Other people might feel differently about that. Simple, like a crossbow, fire. Dynamic, when do you fire? How do you fire? Are you in the right position? Are you in a safe spot? Should you pick up money? Like, that's the dynamism of that. Feedback is really important to me in that way. So if I fire that shot and it lands and misses, and then I reload and fire again and it doesn't take a long time, that makes me feel good. But if I fire, miss, and it takes a long time to reload, then that feels like it's very punishing because I missed and I didn't get very interesting feedback that time. If I'm playing something with a sniper and you're reloading faster, then I feel a bit better. So I've been noticing that with this, especially when I pulled out the 2 pistols and I'm shooting someone and I'm hitting them and they do not die. That has been some negative feedback where I'm like, maybe I don't want to do this. So we'll see. But worst case, we experiment. We also, I just saw, picked up a new pistol that I know players have been saying is very powerful. It's this guy right here. It's a burst fire pistol, yeah. And apparently, it doesn't have akimbo though. Interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Because akimbo's been the fun thing, so I would like to keep playing with the fun thing. Because it's funny when we're using akimbo. So we'll go back to this. Save a custom mod. No, not save a custom mod. Hold on. Nope. I can manage. I got this. Armory. There we go. That's a fun looking one. Let's grab that real quick. Pop to gunsmith. Go back to akimbo. You're right. Game is off screen again. Thanks, Violet. Violet's job is just to keep me honest. Keep the game on screen. We're now setting up the gun that we wanted. Silver field, damage range, bullet velocity, muzzle flash concealment, recoil stabilization, control. That's perfect. Here's our gun. Save a custom mod. Save a modification. Hold on. Damien, this one's going to be named after you. Alright. Violet has one. Damien has one now. Nice. You're the first one to not swear. I do swear, but I don't need to all the time. I'm nothing against it, just not required. Now, important questions here. I think we're good. I think we got what we wanted. So I want to start loading up Plunder Trios again. Bring it back to this. My strategy that I like to do is I like to have a simple and dynamic thing. The crossbow fills that pretty well. A lot of guns do, but it's goofy. And then I also really like the fast making decisions. I talked about it before as improvisation. The ability to have a question. Do I shoot? Do I not shoot? Do I run? Do I not run? Do I talk to chat? Etc. And then I have a response. And I like a lot of simplistic fast ones. So those help me get into that state. When we're flying and we repeatedly have the failure of death or whatnot, that pulls me out of that flow state, and then I need to find a new success metric, which is what I do for the feedback, which is just shooting, right? But we discover that it takes so long to fire a shot, sometimes it makes me feel like I'm not learning, I'm not getting that feedback. That was the point. But I want to talk about the flow strategy. Actually, in chat, remember, flow is something that's not just for the video gamer. We're all gamers here, so I know that helps. But what what games give you flow states? What things about this game give you flow states? Are questions that I encourage you to ask yourself. If you have an idea of when I say simple and dynamic, I know that phrase because there's so many games that I feel simple and dynamic really help me out. Monster Hunter. It's a very good, simple and dynamic experience. I play the bow specifically. Uh-oh. The bow in Monster Hunter, simple and dynamic. In Dark Souls, I really like large weapons that you then dodge with. I think that's really cool. Like a big ultra great sword. Super fun. Alright, let's see if I can get this shot. Oh, at the feet. Hey, Matthew Caulfield. Welcome, welcome. It's good to have you here. I'm watching you some Shadow of War streams. Hope all is well. Things are well. Matthew, thank you for coming by. So, in this area, what we've been doing is we've been focusing on flow states, as I've been teaching chat a bunch about. And if you know what a flow state is, then awesome, I don't need to explain too much. But the goal that we're doing is we basically play a game, discuss if it managed to get us into a flow state. I'm this test subject in this one. But I want to encourage everyone to start finding their flow states, whether it's in games or outside of games, because it makes me happy, and I hope it'll make you happy too. Also, there's a lot of science and stuff, and I'm starting to bring some of that information in here too. Drums. Playing music is a very famous example of flow state. I'm forgetting her name, but I was just watching a talk with a concert violinist discussing her flow states. Violet, exactly. Also, Damien, I saw that you're going to charge your iPad. Have a good time. It was wonderful to have you here. I stream right now relatively regularly, like weekdays, so it's so early on in the practice, I don't even have a very good answer on how often I'm streaming right now. But I'm trying to do like around 1 o'clock on weekdays. Seems like a good start, eh? Alright, we're gonna go and hide. Alright, think of myself as an eel. Stick my head out. Coming from behind. There they are. Alright, that person's gonna be a better gun than I am in that long range shot. Missed. Check, check. Pull out double.
Enemy soldier incoming.
There they are. That worked great. Alright, I'm now thinking about the strengths. Oh no. The strengths of this build and what makes this work and what makes it not work. Keep to the side, hope for the best. I missed that shot, that's fine. Gonna head back this way. That was a great shot of that person running over here. I was very proud of that.
Watch the skies.
Oh, hey, what's up? Whew. Oh, here comes another one. To the left. See me lean? That's how you know I'm serious. It's when I lean. I was doing words. I was doing very well. Doing very well. Matthew, I'm glad you think that's very cool. Damien, you found your charger. Nice to hear. Do I play Among Us? I have played it. It is fun. Don't get quite the same flow state as I do in this situation. But I haven't practiced it as much. So I think that could be why. I know for me, and we talked about this in chat before, my favorite flow states is working with teammates sometimes, but I don't always want to communicate. Like, I just kind of want to be like, I'm just going to run around and shoot. You just run around and shoot. We'll just have a good time. Thank you for holding all this money for me. All right.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enemy UAV overhead.
I'm hiding. Is it working?
Dropping into the AO.
Ah! Oh, I'm not one for hip firing crossbows, but it worked there. Woo! Oh, there's someone behind them with a sniper rifle. Jared is sus. I can be at times. That was a good shot. Okay, going back to flow state kind of thing. We're definitely having good feedback and experience when we are in this kind of mid-range fighting advantage, I say, because people aren't expecting us because we're quiet. Our guns make no noise. I mean, the revolvers do, which might be something that I work on, is switch to a different gun that's quieter. But the crossbow does not make noise. And I'm seeing people saying that they need to vote me out because I'm sus. I was totally doing wires, everyone. Don't act like that, all right? I was doing wires. Oh, I thought that person would have been saved by their friend. Uh-oh, that was close. Vote him out. No! I'm not that sus. You're sus. Oh. Whew, double. I have 2 shots left. Let's hope for the best here.
Hostile dropping into the area.
Did you know running face first into a gun does not work? Oh, you can see my lasers. Ooh, that's noticed. Got a mid-air hit. Electrical. Shoot, I got a vent out of here, everyone. They're on to me. This is really fun. This, it's like where I'm fighting and stuff is fun. Talking to you guys, very fun. Having a great time. It feels like I'm making interesting decisions quickly. I managed to hit someone with the explosion. That was fun. I'm hearing footsteps.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Okay, I don't want this right now. To my right. Who's looking at me from way over there?
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, hey. Thank you, everyone.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Someone's nearby.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy soldier incoming.
Just... So, whenever you see that yellow on my screen as a reminder for people playing, that means that someone's looking at the character. It is an indicator that tells you, like, what direction they are looking at you from. It's called High Alert. It is one of my favorite perks in this game. It's the reason why I'm not using 2 normal weapons, right? Like, it's because of the fact that it gives me the ability to see someone looking at me. Very nice. If Game Flow is the best, say he's the best. Oh, I mean, I think I'm average at some things, and other things I'm fantastico at. Oh no! Not fantastico in this case. Oh wow, that's okay. They're far away. I'm not gonna hit them with the crossbow. That's not what this is built for. Anybody want any Snickers or savory crackers? Cheddar cheese sandwich crackers. I love just like environmental art. One of my friends is an environmental artist with Bungie, and it's always interesting when he's like, he shows you the rooms he built, and you're just like, man, this is beautiful. Hey, someone poached our bounty. Nice. Alright, munition box, stopping power, upgrade. I'm super sus. How can I be sus and I don't know enough about Among Us? Keep making jokes about it.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
That's a good argument, but that's exactly what I think I don't even know what the bad guy is called. The other thing would say. Oh. Dang it! Just... Oh no! They've been watching us consistent. Oh, that was from the roof. Okay, I don't feel as bad about getting killed from that. That makes a lot of sense. Oh heck. Thank you for saying I'm the best, Damien. Minnow care and electrical. Cool. So we have enough money that I want to try depositing it in the little money bank right here. I saw a blue vent, aka me. So this money spot right here will allow us to deposit, and the entire like area in this is going to want to come to the spot because they're going to know that someone's trying to put money in, and they'll be able to deposit money themselves too. So I'm going to put a nice little thing by the trash can. That's a claymore, right? Causes a kaboom. I'm going to put another one right here. Just, oh man. Drop it. Thank you. Yes! We got it in. So now if someone takes a shot at us, they will actually... Oh, I missed. Can I deposit again? Oh, so... Wait, I think we did it. We might have done it. Hold on, I'm curious. That person definitely killed us, but I don't know if we deposited. Violet. How could you say blue? Is it because they said they were there? We did deposit it. Nice. We deposited it twice. Well, look at us get so lucky. Alright. I see a player right here. I want to see if I can hit them with a crossbow. I think they might give the crossbow some extra auto aim, because we've made some shots that I feel like, well, they just seemed a little little too incredible. All right, that's a long shot. I can't shoot that person from here. Hey, what's up? See what I'm talking about? Like, that was... Like, I get that I'm getting better at this game, but that just seems a little too good, okay?
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Alright, hold on. Does anybody want any Super Max? Big Super Max? I tried to combine McDonald's and Burger King into one. I haven't had fast food in forever. COVID, right? Oh, oh! Going back. I don't see where those shots are being sent from. Now I'm in the bathroom. All right. Oh, and to my left too? We're all against each other. Okay, I bet if I can get around this side, we might be able to do what I need to, which is get to the money in the center and call in the thing again. Not because it's the smartest move, but because it's gonna be fun to do. Aha! Also, it's really fun to call in helicopters because everybody convenes on this part. More cash. I'll take a UAV. Oh, that's not a UAV. Can you get a cheeseburger? You know what? If you're cool with it being filled with bacon, yeah, you can get a cheeseburger. I was gonna say something vegan, not bacon, but bacon came out, so bacon it is today. Whew. What's up? Oh, I missed that shot. Just real quick. Right there. Oh, no! I missed. I'm more of a... look at their gun is all blue. That was cool. But not me. Can I go? Bees chirp. Bees chirger? You said bees chirger. I just read that now. I read. My brain connects it. Bees chirger is ridiculous sounding. Oh, please don't explode and hurt me. Oh, cool. Money's dropping right now. Alright, there's someone in here. Yep. This is... Bees trigger. Okay. Move. Just keep moving. Oh no, I can't get up there very easily. There we go. Hop. Hop. Oh, come on. Oh man, this is intense. Alright, I think I see someone in here. 2 pistols, here we go. I was wrong. Oh, that person landed up there though, which is where I want to go. Wait, it fell down now? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I hope that's not landing on me. Oh my gosh! How did they not notice us? Oh, there's a person to our left. Are we gonna die? We did not die. In surprise. Hello. Whew. What are we? 210. I died at Fortnite by Blue. Yeah, that happens. All right, we were in the top 10 for a second there, doing this goofy strategy. Do we have any deposit spot nearby? We do not. We are allowed to buy a deposit device. I might do that.
Found a vendor.
We only have a. You know what? We'll do it. We'll be smart. We'll practice purchasing things to go more slow, more intelligent. Sticking with the whole concept. Oh, hello. Oh. That poor fool. That was not what they were expecting. That was not what I was expecting. There we go. Chopper down assist. What other games? Oh, I'm a big RPG fan. So, Dark Souls. I was actually just making a list of my top games I've ever played today. Because I wanted to And we'll get into that in just a second, but we have 3 seconds. Boink. Pop! Goodbye, Cone. Rocket League, Minecraft, popular, positive games, faux show. Very little bit of arc. Alright. 12 kills this time. Take this opportunity to again think about iteration, flow state, the pain of the brain. So as a reminder for, actually not as a reminder, but just bringing it up because we didn't get a chance to talk about it earlier. So one of the things that was making me think about flow states and pain was this study that was talking about how people who were healthy were putting their hands into cold water, and with no help at all, they lasted 37 to 53 seconds. When they were watching television, 39 to 65, and with the help of a game, what they called active participation, was 40 to 72. That was pretty cool. They also had this discussion about how much they enjoyed it, which I thought was really silly, because it's like, I don't think I would ever say it was fun to stick my hand in ice, but passive, like television, 1.46, it was on a 1 to 7 scale, so 1.46 to something, I messed up here, clearly, 0.17, versus 0.95 to 5.65, but I thought it was funny that actively people sometimes disliked things more. I can bring up the study real quick. See if I can find it. It's in the, it's actually in the description. Like, it's just something I included down below, so you can click it and find it right now. But the actual piece, let me grab the number, on the top 7 scale. Whoop, there we go. Look at this. I'll hide you guys in chat for a second. This is PubMed, which is a government website that tracks a lot of really interesting studies. This is the particular one we were talking about, passive distraction and times. They show the top and then the bottom, and that's just how they do that in this situation. But maximum 120 seconds, maximum, those kind of things. But the actual enjoyment was here. How much did you enjoy the task? 1.19. Active distraction was the low, and then 5.65. 3.98, 1.59. So I messed up my numbers a little bit, but the point is that with active stuff, people enjoyed it more. Which is funny, because I can't believe people enjoyed sticking their hands in cold water. But I want to take this as an opportunity to talk about the fact that this worked for me. So thank you for being here to help my head feel better. As far as using the crossbow, super fun. Dual pistol, super fun. I think I just like it because it's weird, and that's really cool. So I'm going to take this opportunity to pop back to the game real quick. Not to play right now, but just to look at some of the changes that we got with the crossbow. Because I bet that there's some things that we could do to make it stronger. Like, alright, we already have range and accuracy. Cool. Oh, we have range on. Makes sense. And then arms. 200 pound for range. We also have slightly better, but we're going to stick with the stronger shot because I like that. Don't care about sleight hand, very useful. Underbarrel, speed grip, precision grip. Sprint to fire speed, aim down sight. This is all good. Backburn, thermite tip. Ignite on impact, stick to metal, and effective against vehicles. It's pretty fun. I like the explosive, I think, though, because it's funny. Tunk, pop. So we're going to start heading towards the end of this stream now, and I'm going to take this opportunity to enter into not just like testing flow state, but something that I've always felt put me in a flow state, which is gunfight in Call of Duty, but knives only. So this is very silly, and I think it's going to be fun just because we'll be laughing, because you only have throwing knives, and so it's this like intense goof off just tucking knives around. I'm just taking a moment to think about, like, again, headache isn't there, because this has been really fun, so thank you. Doom, Battlefield Famine, Loving Elite Dangerous, Warframe, and Hades, those are very good ones too. I was just thinking about the game Outer Wilds today, the one where you fly around in a spaceship, and it's the game you should experience without actually knowing what it's about. Outer Wilds is the indie one versus Outer Wild which is the one that's the RPG. Alright, so we're jumping back into here. This is going to be kind of the relaxing, winding down segment after the intensity. I know that it's interesting. This is still probably more intense than Plunder, but something about... I mean, when we talk about flow states and flow strategies, right? This will be a time where I'll be quiet some more often and just sort of giggle and laugh as I'm playing because I'll be focusing. We only have throwing knives and fists in this, so it's meant to be silly.
All assets are secure on site.
There's our target.
Put it
1 to
behind
1.
you, we've got work to do.
My first COD was Modern Warfare. What his name is Soap. You know, because they're the cleaner. They clean out all the bad things. Oh, from behind.
They're making us fight for it. Keep at 'em.
I heard the person running around and I went to the wrong direction.
Time to earn a living.
I think Shotgun Rob isn't doing anything. Nope, Shotgun Rob is. Sorry, Shotgun Rob.
It's all up to you now. We've taken the advantage. Make sure we keep it.
Fisticuffs. I like these because it feels like a sprint and then a moment of calm. I was staying way too still.
We're losing ground. Take it back.
Switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading. I have knives today, so this is an example where I have no pistol. It's a silly throw. Again. My mechanic. Shoot! Surprised me. Ooh, good luck. Oh, bummer.
Put it behind you.
It's okay,
We've got
Bob.
work to do.
We're doing our best. One of the things that I think is important about flow states, too, is that you don't need to win, right? Like, I'm feeling like I'm relaxing here in learning still. Like, even though I'm losing, I'm still feeling like I'm getting an opportunity to get feedback and goof off and have a good time. Woo!
They're making us fight for it. Keep at 'em.
Clearly they are. Oof. What a dodge. That was awesome. Good play. Can learn from this person.
It's down to this round. Push the enemy back.
You're skilled at beating people to death with your bare hands. I mean, I want to be skilled at throwing the knives into them, because then you get surgical. Woo!
That's the way.
The
On to
lead.
The next round.
The lead, that's the thing I was realizing I was struggling with. Do you author a YouTube channel? I don't know what you mean by that.
It's down to this round. Push the enemy back.
They had a knife. In the knife throwing game, they had a knife? No? Did they? Oh no, that was the other guy. For a moment I was like, did you? I do not have another YouTube channel, Damien, but you can see years of content that I've done. But I did Shadow of War. If you type in Shadow of War, you will actually see that YouTube channel where a lot of my work had been done for a couple years. And then if you check out some of Xbox's live streams from a couple months ago, you'll see some of those of me, too. This is a nice calm down. I like this. So, for the chat and everything, I guess it would be interesting to know, like, I've been basically going off of how I'm feeling for flow state stuff, but if there's any specific questions regarding how or help in figuring out your flow states, I think that's one that I really care about, is finding out what yours are and helping, if you like, maintaining those in places that are outside of just games. But also games are amazing, so don't not do it if it's not outside of a game. You just sub to all my YouTubes. This one's enough. This is the only one that I'm interacting with consistently. Let's see. Who's the kind person who is... Ow. Floop. Pine. Beautiful trees. Has any... Oh, actually, I put out the question already, so I'll let you, if you have those things, take your time to think about it. Especially because we're going to go and crouch to say hello to our friend. Tell them that we love them. With some hearts on the ground.
All assets are secure on site.
Oh, took my friend.
Hostiles in the area. It's down to you. Get it done.
Got a foot.
That's it, lads. On to the next round. Get ready.
I know one of the days we will talk about meditation, because that's a nice one. Sure, get the knife, friend. Oh, I see this person. Woof! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He surrounded us. Alex Bull, hello. Welcome towards the wind down part of our stream, where a person's literally winding on our screen. Fatality. Totally, Violet. Hey, Alex. I feel like with the hey dude, it makes me sound like you recognize me from somewhere. Woo, we got the foot. Okay, I'll answer the next question in just a second. What time do I start stream? Normally around 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What did we hit? A kneecap. Big breath in. Nice.
2 wins down. Keep up the pressure.
Forgot to change account. Hi, Alex. Laughs in British Standard Time. My son uses the other one. Ah. Gotcha. Ooh. Face. Well thrown. Well thrown. You're pooping off. That's much more accurate. Much more accurate than popping off. Pooping off. Our teammate owned that. Well done, teammate. Hey, Alex, it's nice to see you.
You're the last man standing.
Oh, well shot.
Shake it off. Focus on the next round.
That feeling of them having the high ground, I think, was really the best situation there. So thinking about that and backing off a
Let's
little
get
bit
to
more.
work.
I don't get kids vids on this one. You don't just get a lot of toy openings. Alex, I get you.
It's down to you. Get it done.
Well shot.
Shake it off.
Well
Focus on the
played.
next
This
round.
person might be coming back. I think I'm putting myself in the worst position consistently, is where that's happening for me. Oh, it's 1v1 now. That explains a lot. It's over enemy team. Jared has the high ground. Well, right now, they're on the final win. No, actually, we're both one away. This is nice. This is exactly what I want to play. Whew! We have to take this thing. Wait, this middle point. That was a close knife. Ooh, upper thigh. That's a killing blow. Your PS4 is on fire. That happens.
One more and we got this. Let's go.
Alright, let's see if we can take this. Oh! That was just luck. I mean, it was aimed, but like, I was surprised that that shot got through. Oh, the person left? Oh no, they were mad. That was tense. It was. I really like the gunfights for that. Interestingly, tenseness for me is honestly something that helps me calm down. If it has breathing room. So when I say breathing room, I mean like, as we were experiencing, I was literally taking a moment to inhale before every match. Just that slow. Big fan of breathing and meditating. Alex, it was fun to see you here, but unfortunately we're ending very, very, very soon. I'm gonna make myself hanging out in just the quiet leaves and stuff for a second, because we're turning it off. But I wanted to finish up just in the final comments about flow state and the like. I encourage y'all to take some time to think about, for you, if there's a flow state or something that just makes you happy like that. Share it next time if you'd like to. My goal is to eventually have it in a place where we encourage each other to find whatever flow states we desire, assuming you want to. And we help iterate and make them better, like what we were doing with the crossbow today, right? Like, obviously, my life isn't necessarily going to be better if I can use that crossbow and 2 pistols better, but if I'm having a good time in life, hell yeah, right? Like, that is awesome. Bye, Damien. It was nice to see you. Thank you for coming by. Heats my bedroom when I use it. That's funny. But that's the point. That's the big desire that I have with this channel right now. And y'all, again, I'm going to say thank you, because you're taking what is really practice into something that is now much more legitimate. I have to start thinking about things that are like where can we hang out if we're not streaming? Stuff like that. So y'all are beautiful. Y'all are lovely. If you have any questions about flow state stuff, I'll still be talking about it tomorrow. I'm still planning to stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'm thinking 5 days a week. Again, this was just sort of practice time, and I honestly was just, I'm very tickled that y'all have come by to help this become practicing into something that seems a little bit more intelligent than just practice. Violet, thank you. Damien, Isaac, it was good to see you. Then, who else? Alex. Bull. I think I caught everybody. Want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Y'all have been beautiful and lovely. Thank you for staying. Any final questions? Any final bits? Pooping off has got to be one of my favorite lines that we've had recently today. That was just so funny. Aiming to start each day? I think 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that is... what would... Here. Hold on. Let me... Tiny self. PST2. Oops. PST to BST. So that's, there we go. Seattle at 1 is going to be 9 p.m. Cat's out of the bag. Bull is your last name. Oh no. Yeah, it's looking like right about here. I can scoot this over. Right about here. This is where I'm starting. So this is me, and this is you. So you got, oh wow, it's late for you. 10:30. I'm like already in bed at 10:30, or at least getting close to it. Technically, that's when I'm practicing my Spanish on Duolingo. GMT, not BST? Of course it isn't. All right. Let's be smart. Let me be smarter about this. Alex, what am I gonna do without you? Corrected from BST. Interesting. As well as you, Violet. Sneak 100. Woof. Let's see. Am I doing it right? Because GMT is in effect. I get it now. I see what you're talking about. It makes sense. Different hours, different times. Cool. Hi and goodbye as well, Damien. So with that, thank you all for coming by again. I look forward to talking more about flow state stuff tomorrow. I look forward to experimenting more with a little bit more about it. Thank you for helping my headache feel better. This was definitely a great experiment, really fun to practice and talk about. Y'all beautiful. Beautiful. Not just beautiful, blue-tiful. Alright, I'm gonna hit the button, but I'll wait for a second just to see if any final. I guess you guys have 15 seconds, so I have to wait 15 seconds from that. Alex? Violet? Damien? What, you ending stream? Yes. That's the plan. We're gonna pop it off now. Alright, good night everyone. Cheers, y'all.